Hi, welcome to another session of Road to 100 Con Questions. A regular hexagon is formed by joining the midpoints of another regular hexagon. So that means you have a hexagon which is there, and then you join the midpoints, right? And another hexagon is formed with a ratio of the area formed by two hexagons. Now, if you look at the figures, are similar because both are regular. Since the figures are similar, if a ratio of the sides is a is to b, ratio of the area will be a square is to b square. So let's try to find the ratio of the side. If I draw perpendicular out here, this becomes a 30-60 angle because the whole angle is 120. So half is 60, 90, so 30. Which means side opposite 90 is 2, side opposite 60 is root 3. So it means this part is 2, this part is root 3. The whole side is 2 plus 2, 4. The whole side is root 3 plus root 3 to root 3. So ratio of the side becomes 4 is to 2 root 3 or 2 is to root 3. So ratio of the area will be square of it, which will be 4 is to 3. Now since the smaller hexagon is first in the ratio, we get the answer is 3 is to 4. That will be the answer. In a class of 120 students, the ratio of number of students who read Hindu, Indian Express and Times of India is 3 is to 2 is to 1. Maximum number of students who read all the three newspaper. So maximum will happen when this 3, that's maximum, stands for 120. The Hindu is read by all of them because maximum people read Hindu. In which case, the Times of India is read by 1/3 of it, 40. So it's possible that this 40 students who read Times of India also read the Indian Express and also read the Hindu. In which case, people reading 3 newspapers will be 40, B option. So in which case, people reading all the 3 newspapers will be 40. Equation 2 raised to x plus 4 raised to y equal to 32 raised to z. Positive integers. Minimum possible value of y. If you look at the options, are not very big. You can substitute value. Let's say if z is 1. So what do you get? 32. So how do you get 32? You can't take 2 raised to 5 32. Right? If you take 2 raised to 5 32, what you'll get is 4 raised to 0. But y is a positive integer. So that means you can take 2 raised to 4 16. If I take z as 5, you can take x or z as 1, that is 2 raised to 5. 32 is x, z as 1, x will be 4, which is 16. So automatically this also has to be 16. To get the 16, y has to be 2. 4 square is 16. So I know y equal to 2 is possible. So 3 and 6 is not possible. If you want, you can try some other numbers. Suppose instead of z I take 2. So 32 raised to 2, or you can say 2 raised to 10 is equal to 2 raised to x plus 4 raised to y. Now, even if I take 2 raised to 9 out here, 2 raised to 10 is 1024, 2 raised to 9 is 1512. This also becomes 2 raised to 9. To 4, y becomes 4.5. But y is a positive integer, not possible. But I also realize that y cannot be less than 4.5 even if I take some other value. You can try taking some other value. You can check out the minimum value will be for y will be B option 2. So here, as I said, the minimum value will be when you take minimum value for z 1 and then put the value of x and y which satisfies. y2 will be the minimum value that will satisfy. Therefore, the answer is 2. Substituting values becomes easier to solve in this case. Number of diagonals equal to number of sides. So if you look at, let's say what I know square has sides as 4 and diagonals as 2. Not the same. Pentagon, okay, sides is 5, diagonals will be 5c2 minus 5 because number of diagonals is nc2, point joining n minus n. Sides are not diagonals, I have to subtract. This becomes 5. So here both are equal. So I can make out the polygon as a pentagon. The exterior angle of pentagon is 360 upon 5. Okay, which is comes to 108 degree. Sorry, 360 upon 5 comes to 72 degree. So that means the interior angle of the will be 180 minus 72, which will be 108. A option. Exterior angle comes to 360 upon 5, which is 72. So interior angle will be 180 minus 72, 108. Difference between two squares of natural numbers. So let's say x square minus y square equal to 100. The moment you say x square minus y square, you can make out x plus y into x minus y. That means 100 is the product of two numbers. What is 100? 2 square into 5 square. So how can you break it up? You can break it up same 2 square 5 square on both the sides. Okay. In which case y will be 0, not possible. Natural numbers, right? Y will be 0, which is not possible. You can also maybe break it up as 5 square into 2 is one number and 2 is the second number. Right. You can also break it up maybe 2 square into 5 one number and 5 second number. These are cases where you can break up. Or you can break up like 1 and 2 square into 5 square. Right. This is the possibility which is there. So let's take each case. Suppose I say 100 and 1. In which case each value will be fraction. X will give you 50.5, which is not possible. X will be sum of the two values divided by 2, 50.5, not possible. Let's take 20 and 5. Okay, in this case we will look at again x will be 25 upon 2, which will give you 12.5, which is not possible. So again this gets ruled out. Okay, the last is 50 and 2. In this case x becomes 50 plus 2 upon 2, 26. Y becomes 50 minus 2 upon 2, 24. Possible. So only one situation is possible. So whenever you have x plus y and x minus y, a and b. So if you want to find x, you just add the two values and divide by 2. When you want to find y, you just subtract the two values and divide by 2. So that's what I did. For these two cases, you get fraction. First case, you get y 0. The only possible case is 1. X 26, y 24. Thank you.